Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 25th episode of my 1 vs 2 x 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, we spent some time gathering additional forces, and we did that primarily using Ghoul Curse. So for example, here we were able to acquire a Glutton and a few other Naga units to go along with it, which was an excellent battle there, and we used the forces here of Cirrus to accomplish that. And then we were also able to grab a few other units here, like a Shaman and a Dire Bear, a White Witch, as well as this little Harpoon Thrower. So we really gathered a pretty solid little army that we can put together here, in addition to kind of cleaning up some other loose ends on our way to kind of consolidating all of our forces kind of in this war in the north here. So we've really kind of got everybody sort of starting to converge on the location here of Odrin and his partner Oscar, who we still haven't really had any contact with yet. And of course we have Crogar here moving northwards as well, after having conquered Dwemis. And actually Dwemis, he surrendered to us and now he's working for us. So anyway, things are looking good. We've got really strong units, but we do still have a lot of work to do. So before I get into the episode here, I did just want to give a couple of quick shoutouts to a few individuals who left some comments on the last episode. So the first thing I want to mention is a new subscriber, Gino Semenza, actually left a question on the last episode, and it was kind of a general question about different race and class combinations as well as kind of specializations. And Gino was kind of wanting to know a little bit more about, you know, what are some decent combos for those. And there were actually some great responses. So Casper Eklund left a really good response. I chipped in with my opinion, and also John Calabro actually left another response. So I won't kind of go through them here, but if you're interested in looking for some opinions on different race and class combos, check out Gino's comment and then check out the responses in the last episode. And keep those coming, guys. Those are really appreciated. And again, that kind of discussion is exactly what I'm hoping kind of happens organically with the channel and with the discussions going on. So I think it's beneficial for everybody. And then in terms of the actual the episode here going forward, I did just want to highlight one of Casper Eklund's comments, because again, Casper left some really awesome comments in the last episode. The one thing that I did want to discuss real quick is in regards to these Archon Revenant Titans, and they have a particular ability here called Guard Breaker. And what Guard Breaker does is if I use this unit to attack, melee attack, a unit that is in guard mode, this ability will actually result in the guard mode being broken. And this is a really excellent way to kind of set up a subsequent attack, or in particular for me as a Necromancer, to set up a Ghoul Curse. So when I'm attempting to inflict Ghoul Curse, let's just see if I can find it here. It's always hard to find. There it is. When I'm attempting to inflict a Ghoul Curse, I actually have a better opportunity to do so if the unit isn't in guard mode, because when the unit's in guard mode, that will increase the defense and resistance of that unit. So I can use the Guard Breaker in conjunction with Inflict Ghoul Curse to try to elevate my chances. The only caveat there is that, and this is kind of why I don't use this all that often, these Titans obviously hit incredibly hard, so if I attack with them, there's a good chance that I'll kill the unit. And also, if I'm gonna use Guard Breaker, I then have to probably follow up with my Ghoul Curse in the same turn, or else the unit will probably suicide itself by attacking the Titan. Although not necessarily, but that tends to be the case. So anyway, thank you to Casper for that, kind of just pointing that out. I think that's really worth just kind of remembering, especially going forward, as we do have a lot of those units that can break guard. All right, so let's dive into this episode. We do have a lot left to do, and we still haven't finished up this turn from last time. So we had this stack here. I'm going to do some clearing with them. This stack I had recently cleared out this city, but we've got lots of structures here to still clear out. So we will start doing some battles here. And again, I am going to try and probably get some Ghoul Curses here if possible. So it looks like we've got some Berserkers, additional Berserkers. We've just got a Berserker smorgasbord here, as it were. So we do have to be careful, because obviously these Berserkers have charge, which can be kind of nasty. So We will probably take the damage here with our flyer. Send these grunts in as kind of expendable troops. So let's see now. I'm hoping that they'll be enticed into attacking me. Yep, there it comes. And there's that charge. Fortunately, we were able to kind of tank it without too much issue. Alright, so now we've got to kind of figure out how we want to try and not die here. Because we don't want to lose anybody in this battle. That's for sure. So our flyers, unfortunately, once they get to gold medal, they'll have killing momentum. But as of right now, they're still a silver medal, meaning that if I kill this unit, I won't get to move again. So that's kind of unfortunate. I suppose I could come in with my Deathbringers here. Got a 60% Ghoul Curse chance. Didn't get it. And yeah, let's tie up these Halfling Berserkers. There we go. That was excellent. And then we can use our Grunts, I think, to tie up these guys here. And they'll probably get kind of riggedy-wrecked a little bit, but that's all right. And we'll just soften these guys up just a bit to kind of help out. And now these units will probably come in, I'm guessing, and either attack the Archer or the Apprentice, but they'll be able to tank the hit, so it should be just fine. There we go. So those Grunts are getting... Oh, and I forgot about Pounce. So because these are Tigran Berserkers, they have Pounce, which is kind of a neat little thing. So we will go for the Curse there. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. Finish off the... Wow, and they almost survived that because of their luck. Holy cow, they survived 2 of those 3 hits. But we are now gold medal, and you can see here we still get to move after thanks to killing momentum. So that's a very nice ability. I'm really enjoy having it. Now, let's see. We gotta bail out our units here. There we go. No problem. So that's one structure cleared. Unfortunately, none of our Ghoul Curses worked, but not a huge deal. Now, we are a little bit beat up, so we might actually want to kind of slow our roll just a touch. I think we'll jump over here. We'll initiate this battle. We're going to have to be a little bit careful here, as we have sustained some damage with our flyer, although I think I'm going to just do a heal undead here with both of my healers in order to kind of prepare them for their inevitable sort of charge in here. So we'll heal up our flyer. Flyer's in good shape now, which is good, because we're going to need him. We'll kind of send our other units in. Obviously, we've got to keep those archers from getting killed, because they're a little bit worse for wear, as you can see. So why don't we'll kind of move over this way. Let's see if this works out. And we'll just kind of rotate our support units and our archers over this way. Force them to kind of come in down at us. Okay, so now they're going to attack. Perfect. And that's part of why I did want to throw the flyer up front, is that projectile resistance. So they're much more resistant to the attacks of the archer units in the back there, which makes my life a lot easier. So let's light up this elephant. Ooh, that was actually a really successful attack. Holy cow. A little bit more damage there. Perfect. And, ooh, and this will hit that nymph really hard. Excellent work there. Let's throw a war cry on and go for that kill. No problem there. Boom. And we can finish off this elephant. I'm just trying to figure out who would be best to do that. I think we're going to probably kind of have to use our flyer, I think, just to... There we go. Yeah, that worked out well. No major damage sustained there for us. And then we'll go for a Hunter Ghoul Curse, and we didn't get it. Ooh, and that's really unfortunate, because now it looks like we're maybe going to lose that Deathbringer. I was really hoping that that entangling wouldn't land, but unfortunately it did. So now we're in a bit of a pickle here, unfortunately. Alright, so now what kind of damage can we do? I don't know if we're going to be able to get the kill here. Let's try it. Okay, we were close, but no cigar. Ooh, that was nice, but again, I still don't think we're going to be able to get the kill. And unfortunately, I don't think I can cast any spells to aid this group here. Yeah, that was a little bit of a blunder on my part for sure, because now what'll happen is they're just going to flank and kill the Deathbringer, I'm guessing, so... Geez, that's a real shame. Yeah, and I can't... There's no real way to help Now that entangling, that'll get you if you're not paying attention, as it just got me. And that's a real shame, because that is the way I was going to continue to build up this army, and now I don't really have that opportunity anymore. Now, fortunately, this unit is still pretty strong, but that's a real devastating blow here to my ability to build up forces in this area, so it's a bit of a shame. We will sell that. Again, not the end of the world, just very, very annoying, I guess I'll say. And let's see here. We do have a lost library. Let's take a quick peek and see how strong the units are inside. Ooh. These guys both have turn undead, which, if it hits my flyer, means that this battle would basically be over. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'll wait. Maybe get some backup. You know what? I could even send this unit over to help. That might not be a bad idea. Actually, I think we'll do that. Just a little bit of extra assistance might be what they need to kind of improve their odds. All right. Oh, right. Okay, and we've got this stack over here, which I keep forgetting about. And we're going to send them down kind of to the south here. And I do want to kind of group them up. But I want these two units here to be able to join in with this stack. But I think in the meantime, we will send them over to do a bit of damage here. We will do this one in auto combat. I don't think this will be any issue. No problem there. And we did get a nice champion one with our one Wraith King, which is great. So because we were just fighting some Wraiths, I didn't think, or excuse me, some Wisps, I didn't think that was really worth kind of manually doing. And then we want these units to come over and join them eventually, but that's going to be a little bit till they can do that. And we have a flyer coming out here next turn, which will be really good. So we'll just tell that unit to chill out. And you know what? We can actually bring this unit down in to kind of help out with this stack over here, which will be kind of nice. Yes, I will trespass. Because this stack here is going to be coming in to deal with this city. So we can bring our Nightmare in to help out. This little guy was doing some scouting over here. And that comes out underground. This Shadow Gate I'm talking about. Now there's some unexplored stuff over here, which is probably worth just taking a quick peek at. There we go. And now the City of Hif, we're one turn away here. We're going to have Burial Grounds ready to go. Once this is produced, we can start basically making our Bone Collectors. The only caveat being I would really like to get Embrace Darkness on this city so that my produced units start having additional benefits like extra lifesteal and dedicated to evil. So that is something that I have to try and get going. Unfortunately here we've got still got to summon our Fallen Angel. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but we do have a lot still to do before we can get that going. So I think with this Elder, I was producing some extra units here. Oh, right, and I have this stack. They still have work to do. This Elder might even be worth sending them to go join in this stack, which only has... I guess it does have 2 healers currently. You know what? I'm going to do that. It's going to take them a little bit to get there, but they'll have some backup at the very least. Okay, so that does it for our turn. We're going to end our turn there. And now the question is Odrin going to push back? Does he have anything to really counter my pretty devastating blow to his army? I remember a few episodes ago, I took his throne city, which you can see right here. So this is his throne city of Elrafon, and I also took another of his major cities, and in doing so, I eliminated a number of his very, very strong units, including a bunch of Juggernauts. And that was quite a difficult set of battles, but was able to get that done. Okay, here we go. So this is our first instance now of contact with... Ooh, and look at this. He's got some pretty strong forces here. I think we're going to have to move back and reinforce the city. So this is the first encounter we've really had with Oscar Van Helden. And of course, Oscar is trying to disjunct some of our spells. Whisper the Fallen there. Oh, and Odrin captured a city. Where did that happen? Rissell. So that must have been a city I didn't have guarded. Oh, and look at this. He's coming in back. Wow, okay, so Odrin has units kind of out and about. Alright, so let's figure out where that is. Where is Rissell? Is that underground, perhaps? Or in the Shadow Realm, maybe? Oh, okay, and Odrin just surrendered to me. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna double check here. So I'm not sure where Rissell is, actually. It popped up so quickly. Was that one of these cities here? No. These are all Shadow Elf cities. Wasn't down here. Oh, here it is. This one. Okay, so he used a little scout unit, I think, to capture this city. But it doesn't matter. Odrin has surrendered. He knows that I'm basically way too strong for him, especially after eliminating a lot of his best units. So we're going to accept his surrender, which is really, really nice for us because that also means we're going to get another hero out of the deal. So I'm very happy about that. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to move in to reinforce the city. And we can play defense mode if we have to. Let's just take a peek at what Bahir has for spells here. So Bahir at least has Stiffen Limb, which could help us, or Desecration, which could be good for us. Let's take a peek here. We've got a lot of Succubus units, which can get over our walls. And then we've also got a Knight, Assassin, and a Tiger. So we can probably... I think we'll be okay if we have to defend. I don't think we'll be in too much trouble there. Nice thing here is, we now have the level 5 deity of Draconian race governance. So let's take a look at this. All Draconian infantry, irregular, and pikeman units deal an additional +4 fire damage, or all Draconian cities with great temples generate an additional +20 research, +20 mana, and +20 production. You know, this is a tough call. It would be really, really nice to have the Draconian infantry, irregular, and pikemen deal that extra damage. However, I'm really not using that many Draconian units in this instance. I think I would actually benefit more from this upgrade personally. I mean, this is a tough call because either of these is really useful. Now, and I am starting to produce those Draconian flyers, but I think I'm going to go with the economic benefit. And again, I'm going to be producing great temples then in cities that don't have them to try and get more of that. So let's do that one. Yeah, that's quite awesome. Very happy with that upgrade. So now if we take a look at cities that have, for example, a great temple, we're getting... Oh, and of course we actually finished producing an item here. So this was the Book of Death, which was for our new hero, if I remember correctly. That was for Dwemis. So I think we'll send that to Dwemis. It's going to take a little while to get there, but that will allow him to be able to heal undead, which is going to be really good for him, because currently this stack only has a single healer in the form of this Ice Queen. Okay, lots of things have happened here. So we've had domain invasions, which that's now no longer an issue because Odrin is dead. And we do want to go back and take this city, retake that city after losing it. Kind of annoying, but not a huge issue. We don't really have any forces in the area to go and do that, so we'll have to kind of figure that out. Let's see what else happens. So we did have some other domain invasions here from Oscar, I should say, who is now our only remaining opponent. And let's do the items. So we did have some items show up. So we now have Entangling Touch for Cirrus, which is a good thing. These Restless Boots have arrived for Cirrus as well, which I am going to take. And sell off the Dead Man's Boots. So that's kind of nice. He's now tireless, which means no action points are spent on retaliation or attacks of opportunity. I think that will be of benefit for Cirrus, especially if we send him in to do any fighting. So we're equipping our 2 rings here with Firak. Good for him. Now much more resistant to fire and to shock. Okay, that does that. So, okay, a lot of things have happened here. So Odrin, yes, has lost. All right. So that doesn't really change anything. We still are going to be progressing over to deal with... Oh, and this is one of Odrin's cities that he had left here. So we know Oscar is probably somewhere over here in the right corner of the map. Top right corner. The northeast of the map. So we're going to really try and basically progress over there as quickly as possible. So I think what we'll do here is we'll send this stack basically over to the coast. And there we go. There's some... I'm assuming that's one of maybe a city that used to belong to Odrin that we can see the domain of there. So we're going to keep going that way. And let's do a Harvester's Guild here. Okay. So lots of things going on here. But again, nothing's really changed in that we're still... Our objective is still pretty much the same. Even with Odrin dead, we're still kind of heading over. And I think we're going to raid this dungeon with Crogar here, because look at this. We have some really nice potential for brand new friends that we can recruit here. So this is an opportunity where I could maybe use Guardbreaker to improve my odds a little bit. Trying to land a Ghoul Curse. So we want to kind of entice these units out a little bit with our big boys. We also want to use our Reanimator to try and throw some Despairs, and we want to throw a Curse with our Caster if possible as well. And you can see here our Raptors really took a beating in one of the last battles that they were in, so we're going to heal them up a little bit. Alright, we're just going to kind of bump everybody up here. I think I'm going to try and throw the Curse on the Manticore Rider just to limit its movement a little bit. Or if I get the Curse alternatively, that's a good thing too. Okay, so now that unit can't just fly in and flank us nearly as easily, which is a good thing. We don't want that really happening. So we're just going to kind of bump everybody up. Again, we want to sort of entice them into attacking us here. I'd be happy Ghoul Cursing almost any of these units because they're all very, very good. Oh, and look at that. We've got a Panicked. That's going to be probably our first target here. We've got a Panicked Warbreed. That's going to be 60% chance. We could even improve those odds maybe with some Despair. Let's do that. Even better. Oh, 95% chance. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, new Ghoul Cursed friend. So I think we'll kill off this Warbreed here. There we go. And now with our Dragon, we do want to kind of protect Crogar a little bit. I mean, Krogar's pretty darn tanky at this point. He's got a lot of defense and a lot of health. And he also has Undying, but I don't want him going down because that's going to limit my ability to continue to Ghoul Curse units. I think we'll send in our Raptor over here. And now, let's see, how do we want to approach this? Let's attack the Griffin. There we go. And then I think maybe we'll go like this. Finish off that Griffin, no problem. I'm expecting this Manticore Rider to flank in maybe on my support units or something. Alright, that'll work. Okay, no worries there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump here. We're going to throw a Curse. Ooh, and we got it. Excellent. Now we can do some big damage here and try for some Despairs. We got at least one there. I think we just got the single. Now we've got a 60% chance. That's actually pretty darn good. I think what we'll do is we'll Shadow Step in behind. I don't really want to get retaliated on. So, because I only want to hit him once. So let's try it. Oh, and we got it. Perfect. All right, so we got that Ghoul Curse. Excellent there. Let's go kill these mounted archers. And we'll finish off the Manticore Rider. And then we'll kill off the Berserkers. And just like that, we made two really strong new friends that are going to help us going forward here. Oh, and look at this. We can recruit a Human Knight and a Draconian Flyer and some extra gold. Why not? Why not? We will take that. And look at this. Odrin is right here to be able to lead his new stack. So let's check out Odrin here. And even better, he has a nourishing meal item. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect for us, because otherwise Odrin wouldn't be able to heal the stack at all. So we now have a way for Odrin to keep that stack going, which is excellent. We'll do his upgrade here. We are going to eventually want maybe another healer or support unit in that stack, but this is fantastic. Okay, we're going to take Forge Aprons for the extra fire protection. We are going to take Lightning Rod Banner for extra shock protection. And let's see, Pest Control Squad, Animal, Fey, and Monster Slayer. We will take that. That is a good one to have for us. Wizard Hunters, sure, why not? That's good against summoned units, so it'll give us Summon Slayer. If we fight any of those rogues can get Shadow Stalkers, that will be good against them. And I think we'll also take Guardian Flame as well. Yeah, geez, that was really, really good for us there, having Odrin right here. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we can move these units in. They will become undead with Odrin. And yeah, Tempted to maybe try and clear out that watchtower, but I'd like to have these units in the stack first before I do that. So I think we'll just group them all up and have them sit there ready to go. So in the meantime here, let's just keep progressing. Ooh, looks like someone had a quest here with this particular city. Maybe Oscar does. And that's why these units are sitting on this mine. Alright, so we'll clear out this little farm battle. I think we'll just do this one automatically. Yeah, there we go. Wiped out. Dread Monkey. You know what? I will take this purely to have a scout. I don't care if this unit dies. This is just doing some advanced scouting to see if I can locate a little bit of Oscar's territory here. Alright, there we go. Looks like that might be... Okay, well, this city belonged... This is a new independent city that used to belong to Odrin. But we gotta find Oscar, too. Alright, let's move in here. Oh, and you know what? I think we can... Yeah, we can get right up in here. This is perfect. Okay, now we've got some things we can do here. So first things first, let's grab... Let's see if we can Ghoul Curse that spider. That would be very, very nice for us. We can also try and control undead on the Banshee. So we've got a few options here to make some new friends. Alright, so first things first, let's throw... Oh, and of course we cannot try and curse the Dread Spider Queen, and I think that's because of, yep, we have 100% blight protection, and because throw curse, let's just take a peek at it, throw curse is a blight check, so that 11 there that you see, that's a blight check, meaning that if you're 100% immune to blight, you can't be cursed, so kind of annoying, but not the end of the world for us. Alright, so why don't we... We'll move in and basically just eliminate these little kobold units. Kind of get them out of the way. Throw our Titan right there. Let's try for a little bit of despair maybe on the Spider Queen there. Fortunately, no such luck. And for Crogar here, I'm actually going to move up like this. A caster here. Can finish that unit off. There we go. So I'm going to try and control undead on the Banshees, and I'm going to try and Ghoul Curse the spider. So got a 56% chance. Didn't work. Finish them off. There we go. Now, unfortunately, if this Spider Queen tries to attack my Titan, it's going to end very poorly. However, I'm hoping that what the spider does is it tries to flank the dragon. Alright, so let's do some more damage here and try for a despair. We got 2 despair there, which is good. Now, I'm just hoping the spider doesn't suicide itself. Let's see. Oh, and it's panicked. Even better. Okay. Perfect. So now, 70% chance. Come on. We got it. Perfect. Excellent. Absolutely fantastic. So just like that, we got ourselves another Tier 3 unit. At this point, we are just rolling in units, which is excellent for us. So now we will siege this city. And I am going to lead this one manually, even though I probably could have let it go. Just because it's a city siege, I'm going to take control here. Okay. Yeah, we are rolling in units, which is excellent for us. So we're going to drop a quick heal on our dragon. Our dragon's going to probably do the majority of the work in this battle, I'm thinking, because of that ability to go over the walls. So we'll throw some curses at units. We'll throw our raptors in just to kind of soak up some hits, potentially. Alright, so let's see now. What are they going to do? I'm guessing we're going to just get hit, yeah, with all these fireworks here, as you see. Okay, and let's go break down a wooden wall here. There we go. And now we can move in and we'll kill off that unit. Our casters did take some hits, so we'll heal them up. Send Crogar in. We can send our raptor actually in to do some work as well while he's there. And Crogar might be able to help out a little bit with a longbow shot. Yep. There we go. That's another dead unit. Alright, I might actually end up grabbing a couple cadavers in this battle just to guard the city after I leave. Okay, and you can see here our raptor is not feeling so hot at the moment, but really not a big deal for us. I think we will just kill off the jester there. And you know what? I'm almost tempted to just let my raptor die, and in doing so I can then revive with my caster here. I think we'll do that. There we go. And now we can just revive our raptor. More health there, back to half health. And I think what we'll do here with Crogar is we'll actually jump in behind and we'll make ourselves a new friend, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. Now we've got ourselves a new buddy. And yeah, I think we'll do another one there as well. There we go, we got another way in. And the reason I'm summoning these cadavers is just to have units to guard, basically. Because this city is not going to have anybody to guard it otherwise. So we'll summon up that unit. Ooh, and they did resist our Ghoul Curse attempt there. And then we'll just finish them off. Alright. Just like that, we got ourselves another little city here. And a couple of units to guard the city, which is good. And let's do a migrate to Ghoul Draconians. Perfect. Okay. So we'll just take a quick peek here at what else we kind of have to do. So, yeah, having this spider is great. I think we'll be able to maybe build 2 more stacks, one led by Odrin and another led potentially by another of just other strong units here if we keep Ghoul Cursing our way through this area. I'm going to summon this Fallen Angel here to reinforce this city for sure if I get the opportunity, because clearly this is not going to end well if we... Even though these units, we can probably win that battle, it is kind of risky, so it would be good to have some reinforcements there. We do have Wazul here kind of moving in. I think we'll send... Let's see, he can't really get down there to help in time, no. So we'll send him over this way. And kind of keep moving on down the road. That's a little bit too strong for him without help. Again, it'd be nice to get this Deathbringer down to join Wazul. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have sent him in like that, because now this unit can come in up and attack him. That was kind of silly on my part. I was kind of so focused on them thinking they're going to siege the city, but again, probably shouldn't have done that. That's okay, though. I mean, if he goes down, it's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, again, gotta keep my head and not be sloppy. All right, and this is our flying stack here. So we're going to send this one in, basically just straight over, I think is going to be the plan here. So we will send them right over here. We will just quickly do this battle, though. Get a little extra experience. There we go. Nice level up for one of our Wraith Kings. So we'll go here and there. So yeah, this unit, we're just going to send them pretty much straight across the water here to come on over and help out. And I think kind of the same goes for Cirrus here. We're going to just jump right over and embark. And this unit we're actually going to embark as well. Go up there. I think this little guy's going to have to be a little bit of a scout here rather than anything else. So we'll send him down this way. Alright, so let's go over here. And you know what? If we can recruit this flyer, we would make a brand new friend for this flying stack here. So our objective in this battle is going to be to try to acquire that Draconian flyer. So let's see what we can do here. So we've got a chance to curse. Okay, resisted. We can try for some despair. Got one. So we'll move in here. Beat the heck out of those units. I think we'll move in here as well and beat the heck out of these units. We'll keep our Evangelist back. Let's try a Whale of Despair here. Let's see what that'll do. Ooh, looks like we did get one, I think, there. Alright, so this flyer is going to be a little bit easier to Ghoul Curse at this point. Perfect. Okay. So now let's hit him some more with some extra despair if possible. Oh yeah, just stacking it on there. 100% chance. Boom. That's exactly what we wanted. There we go. And we're just kind of finishing off whatever's left here. Excellent. Okay. So we've got a level up for our Evangelist too, which was kind of a nice little extra. So I think we will embark here. And we'll do that as well with Cirrus. We can even clear out this Monument of the Ashen Rose if it's not too extreme for us. So this, yeah, this flyer is going to group up with this stack to have another flying unit. These guys are going to just make their way across as well. So we've got a lot of reinforcements coming in to assist, which is a good thing for us. This little flyboy can join over here. I still, you know what? I think I'm going to just ignore this now that I think about it. Let's just send this unit in. We're going to start really focusing on the battle rather than anything else. We're just going to kind of move everybody gradually over to start helping out with the battle, rather than kind of focusing on the clearing aspect of these engagements. And with this unit, I can't remember if I think with this guy I was planning to, yeah, basically just kind of come over this way. This settler. Figure out a spot for him. Casper Eklund had mentioned that there were a lot of structures around here in these couple cities that I could use Dwemis to clear out. I think I was going over this way, so we're going to grab this, and then we can head up to that Forbidden Sanctum. And I think we'd have a pretty good chance at winning this battle, but, you know, I'm not super confident, because we do have 2 Fallen Angels, they've got the 1, and these 2 Wraith Kings. This is still a very, very tough battle for me. You know, it'd be great to just have, like, 1 more unit in there to help out. I don't really have anybody in the vicinity that could join up with this group here for this battle. You know what? Screw it. Let's just try it out. I think we'll be alright. We just have to play this one smart. Alright, so we're gonna use our Fallen Angels. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna throw our Cadaver up there. Dwemis is going to actually buff this unit. We're going to keep our Ice Queen in reserve for healing purposes. Alright, now let's see what happens here. We can also use Dwemis' spells, don't forget. Actually, this is where having that support Slayer is going to help us, because it's going to help us when we're fighting these Wraith Kings, which is really good for us. Alright, so let's... Oh, look at that. I forgot we have a Theocrat who has spirit damage, which is going to be excellent against the undead. So, in a way, I don't know what I was concerned about now that I think about it. So we'll move in like this. Again, we want to be there just in case we need to heal. In this unit, we can actually move up that way. Now, we will take some hits from those apprentice units, of course, but... Ooh, going in for the hero. Really don't want to lose the... Oh my, we really don't want to lose the hero, so let's make sure that that doesn't happen. Alright, so... You know, we don't do a ton of damage, but... Okay, so we're going to move in here. Do a bit of damage there. And then we're going to break off that attack to turn these units around and allow Dwemis... Oh, and I forgot, though, this Fallen Angel has... total awareness here, you can see, so it can't be flanked, and it also has the ability then to... Is it True Sight that does that? No. It has the ability where even if it's turned the other direction, so it can't be flanked, that means that it'll still get an attack of opportunity even though it's got its back to Dwemis. That's kind of unfortunate. Dang. Okay, let's see what kind of damage can we do here. Nice, okay, we got the kill. Perfect, that's what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. So now we're going to sit nicely on top to prevent that unit respawning, and there we go. Okay, now we're good, now we're good. Just had to make sure that Dwemis didn't die. He's still tanking some damage. Look at him go. And he's still exposed, so we actually probably want to maybe move him off here if we need to. I think we'll be alright in this battle, because we're basically going to end it right here. So we'll do this. Move up here. And actually, we are going to keep Dwemis there, even though he's going to take some damage, because I don't want this Fallen Angel to respawn. So, we'll let that unit tank some more damage. Move in there and get the kill, get that life drain. Perfect. That battle actually went better than I was thinking. And of course, I sort of underestimated the spirit damage there of Dwemis. I kind of forgot about that against the undead, especially these Wraith Kings there. So that worked out really well. Ooh, Summon Feathered Serpent. That's kind of cool. But more important than that is the casting points, which I'm going to take this. Unfortunately, that didn't speed this up at all, but those extra casting points are very nice to have. So just keep moving up this way. Okay. This little guy was just doing a bit of scouting down here. Nothing really of any interest. Oh, and that's a unit there. I might send this unit to actually embark here and go explore the water a little bit down there. Okay, so lots of good things happening here. We're doing really, really well. I'm quite happy with this progress. So we've got a lot of these units underground here that had lots of different things going on. So, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think there's a way up above ground right here. Yeah, and we're going to do that. We're going to send this stack up that way. And the point of that is that once they come up there, then I can maybe take back this city. So that's how I'm going to get that city back. We've got this sort of hodgepodge stack. I'm not exactly sure what would be best to do with them. But, you know, let's grab this. We might as well grab the watchtower. We'll just do this one auto combat. If we lose somebody, not the end of the world. We didn't. Not a problem there. And get out of my domain. Right, we want to violently take over this city if possible here. So we're going to do that. Oh, and we have some shadow demons here. That's going to be good for some ghoul cursing, as we do have a Deathbringer here. So let's engage this battle with the Nightmare. It's kind of nice that that Nightmare ends up getting to come back and do some battling after having been sort of a overly expensive scout for a while. Boy, that's a interesting kind of strategy there. Those Shadow Elf Storm Priests here are are summoning up their lightning sprites, as you see. Now, those are temporary. They don't last forever. Now, we are kind of beat up here, so we actually have to be somewhat careful here. We really don't want to lose anybody because we've got very strong units, but they are somewhat damaged here. Now, the good news is we can get both our Manticore Riders can basically just bypass the wall like it's not even there. So that's going to be of great benefit to us. We can use our Nightmare as well to help out with that, in terms of the Nightmare can, with full health and lots of champion level 1 there, can run in and maybe tank some damage. We're going to send our Phalanx units in as well to kind of support. These Phalanx units are quite damaged, so we don't want them getting right up in the front of the battle. Okay, now we have to kind of think about how do we want to approach this. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll send our Manticore Rider in like this, and that one in there. Now, I don't... Can these Phalanx units wall climb? I don't think so because they are pikemen, not infantry. Yeah, so they don't have the ability to climb on the wall, so they're going to have to go in the hard way. And obviously we want these apprentice units to pretty much stay at the back because they are very close to death, as you can see. Alright, so... yeah, we're going to keep these phalanx units back as well. We can also send our Deathbringer in, which I think maybe we will do like this here. Now we've got 3 units in there to do some damage. It would be nice to try and grab a few of these units, maybe. Boy, they are just summoning those little lightning sprites like crazy. Taking them out, but of course they're gonna keep summoning more, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so let's move in like this and do a wing beat, which, oh, just devastating there. And then I think we'll maybe just let that chill as it is here. Send our Deathbringer like this. We're going to send our Nightmare in to bust up the gate. That fire damage doing some good work. The Phalanx unit can come in and kind of assist. Alright, now let's see what they do. I'm assuming these lightning sprites are going to come do their work. A little bit of lucky helping us out there. That's always a nice thing. Actually really helping us out there, as you can see. Ooh, I think we got a successful Ghoul Curse there, which is a good thing for us. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to actually move in like this. We're going to jump in up here, because we want to get these... Ooh, and we got one on the Priest there, that's good. We wanted to engage these units in melee, kind of, so that they can't keep hitting us from far away. Alright, so we now have a pathway through the gate. So now we just got to deal with all these lightning sprites, which are annoying as all get out. So there's one. And there's 2. Alright, so that's going to do it there. There's another one. My god. Those priests are incredibly good units because of that ability. And the fact that it's just on cooldown, it doesn't actually run out. Very, very good when you think about it, how powerful that is. Alright, so now our Nightmare can come in and help us out, though, which is a good thing. So we'll do that. Yeah, it would be nice to just finish off these units and stop them from continually spawning these things. I mean, they're not particularly strong, but they are just an annoyance, and they do extra damage, and they use up attacks. So if nothing else, they're just a great little annoyance that can really, you know, in the end, could probably turn the tide of a battle if you're not careful. Alright, let's go for some more Ghoul Cursing. Got another one there, I think. Do a War Cry and kill off the Lightning Sprite, and then we can go and finish off that Priest. There we go. Okay. So that city is now ours, and I don't think we lost anybody there. Nope. That's good. Very good for us. And look at that. We've now got a Shadow Elf Exterminator, which is their cavalry unit. And then we've got 2 of these Storm Priests who get Heal Undead as they are support units. So that's great. Really, really liking those guys. And, okay, now we've got... Ooh, that's pretty tough here. We've got an item rack guarded by 5 Frostling Ice Queens and a Harpoon Thrower. This unit is very beat up, so we don't want to... I don't think we want to risk that at all. What I actually might do, I'm going to maybe just have them chill out here for a turn. I might actually move a few of the units over into this stack so that they get some extra healing, because these units can do some heal on dead, which will be very helpful. So I think that, yeah, that's what we'll do. And we'll decide what to do here. We'll migrate this one over to Ghoul Draconians, because that's the easiest and the fastest thing to do there. We've already moved it. Oh, this guy has more exploration he can do. Magic Rift there. Okay. And down here we did have these little guys who were going to go do some exploration and grab some of that gold as well. And again, I would like to go grab these shadow demons as well with my Deathbringers there to hopefully make some more new friends. Alright, now that's going to do it more or less for the Shadow Realm. Let's see what else we have to do underground, because we did have some things left to do here. Alright, so this stack, we were going to maybe go raid this item rack. That's going to be pretty challenging, these 3 big beetles and then some miscellaneous goblin units here. I think we'll be just fine. We've got a really good Butcher and a really good Manticore Rider. I think we'll be okay. And then, you know what, we can bring that unit up above ground as well. They can send them into the fight. So we're really trying to kind of converge everybody to help out with our last remaining opponent, who does seem to have at least some units, because we have been confronting them as well. So, okay, let's figure out how best to kind of approach this. So, obviously we want our pikemen right up in there, our big beetle. Excuse me, our butcher dealing with the big beetle there. So we're going to do this, that's for sure. And we'll throw a weakened on those big beetles there, I think. And we'll throw our Manticore Rider in like this. We'll put our Yeti in there. And that's going to do it. Now let's see what happens here. I'm hoping that being in defense mode is going to kind of help us out a bit. Yeah, there we go. No real problem there. Just tanking the damage like it's nothing. No problem at all. Get a nice flank hit there. Ooh, and a freeze. That's good for us. Making our life quite a bit easier. I think maybe we will... Let's see. The question is, who do I want to take out? And light up this big beetle quite a bit. There we go. Manticore Rider's already moved, so not a lot he can do. Light up the rabble just a bit. Now, I'm tempted to go kill this Blight Doctor, but I think it's better off to just kill the big beetle while we're at it. There we go. Yeah, there. Okay, yeah, no problem at all. Do some more damage there. Oh, another freeze. Oh, and a level up for our Yeti. Fantastic. Why don't we come in and drop a heal on our Manticore Rider? Then we can kill off the Blight Doctor, no problem there. Do some more damage to the rabble, and then one-shot them with our Manticore Rider. Okay, now let's see what we got. Okay, so we have strong chainmail leggings of heroes, +2 defense, not terrible. Ooh, Eternal Fire Cape. Fire Aura. Every time an enemy unit performs a melee or touch attack against the unit, the enemy unit receives 5 fire damage and has a chance to be immolated. Immolated units suffer 3 fire damage, -2 strength, -2 physical strength, so like in melee attacks, -400 morale, -2 defense, and -2 resistance for 2 turns. And it also gives +1 defense. That's pretty good. Ooh, and this serious Shield of Austerity, that's pretty solid. I think we'll take this. And the question is now, who do I send this to? I think we're going to send most of this to Odrin, who doesn't really have any items. So let's find Odrin. There he is. We're going to send everything to Odrin because he doesn't have any items at all, as far as I know. He basically just has that Nourishing Meal thing. The Nourishing Meal item, I should say. Alright, so let's send them up here. And then when they go up above, that's going to bring them... excuse me. That's going to bring them here, and then they can move in to assist these units as well. We can even take the Manticore out of that stack and put it in the flying stack if necessary. Let's actually take a peek here. You know, that might not be the worst plan ever. That would make that flying stack absolutely overpowered to the extreme. That being said, it might be better to stay with this group and then be able to kind of support that stack a bit better, but either way. Now, did this group came down, and we were going to go check out this city and see how well defended it is. Not very well defended at all. I think we could probably... Fortunately, there's a wall there, which is going to complicate this a little bit. Let's try it. Let's see if we can do this. This won't be an easy battle by any means, but I think if we can lure the flyers out from behind the wall, I think we'll be okay. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to use the Berserkers to go and attack the wall. Excuse me, attack the gate. And then we'll use our Shock Trooper and our Monster Hunters to fight them once they come out of the wall. So we're going to go like this and like this. We're going to charge the gate. And what I'm hoping happens is that these flyers come out and start beating the heck out of my Berserker. And then I can basically... Let's see, are they... Yeah, they can't, so they can't get to my Apprentice, which is what I want. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. So that's kind of what I was expecting. Now they're out here, and I can actually mess them up pretty good. So we're going to go in and try and get the kill. Almost. And then we can finish this one off. Yep. And now we can blast the heck out of this one. Perfect. And even if I lose some of these units, this stack didn't really matter to me, so... Okay, perfect. So now we can drop in like this. Do some big fire damage here. Come in like this and get the kill. Perfect. So I was totally willing to sacrifice that Berserker there. Not the end of the world. And we will migrate this one over to Ghoul Draconians as well. So yeah, we are just rolling in cities, which is a good thing. Let's see here. Oh, and we actually had some level ups for some of our heroes too, which we should deal with. Pass wall, exploit despair. I think we'll take exploit despair. Do some extra damage that way. With Crogar, and then we had a level up here for Dwemis, who is now at level 7. Blessing of Health doesn't affect undead and machine units, so I'm not going to take that. That's a spell that basically would give all your friendly units extra health. Chaplain doesn't really help us. Convert is nice to have, so I'm... Oh, actually, Holy Champions. We'll take that one. I will take Holy Champions because now all the deals an additional... Well, I'll take Holy Champions. So deal an additional 5 damage against undead, monster, and dedicated to evil. So if I end up fighting any of the monster units, that's actually pretty useful to have for Dwemis. Convert might have actually been a better choice now that I think about it, because then I could have maybe gotten some more units. But next time he levels up, we'll do that. Wasn't really thinking that one through. That's okay, though. Okay, so now we have a level up for Cirrus. So Cirrus has the ability as well to cast Scourge of Undead, which basically makes Cirrus's stack is almost unstoppable at this point. There's really almost nothing anybody can do. So I'm tempted to just continue to make Cirrus as tanky as all get out. So let's just look at this. I'm almost tempted to just apply it to Cirrus's actual like stats here to just make Cirrus better. That being said, what other spells does Cirrus have? So we have Death Ray and Stiffen Limbs. So actually, if I gave Cirrus more casting points, that might actually be better for her. Maybe, yeah, okay. So we could go Necromancy and increase the amount of casting points, and that would allow us to then cast another spell after we do Scourge of Undead. So maybe we'll do that. And then we can still do some extra defense, sure, and some hit points. So Cirrus is extremely powerful, as you can see there. So that's fantastic for us. Let's take a peek at our research here. We've now completely maxed out our casting point upgrades via research. So at this point now, I think I'm just going to start doing Age of Death. That's kind of the last thing I really need at this point to really kind of finish off this game, I think. So yeah, things are going pretty well. So let's do our production here. We're gonna just kind of, I think we're gonna mostly, this is a goblin city, so we're not as excited about it getting a great temple. Any draconian city that I have now is going to need a great temple, so we're gonna start working on that, because that's gonna give us that extra benefit. So we'll basically do that in a number of cities here. Oh, and this city is Tigran, so we actually don't need that. We will do a laboratory, however. And here we go, another Draconian city, so we can actually do our Great Temple. Let's see here. So we're starting to run kind of low on cash. Doing a Bombers Guild there. And in most of these cities, I think we are just going to now, at this point, we're going to just do merchandise across the board. So HIF is now ready to start producing bone collectors. At this point, though, I mean, I don't necessarily need them all that badly. I think I'm still going to do it, but by the time they get over there, I suspect I'll be at a point where this battle might almost be over. So yeah, we're going to send these guys up there to deal with that. Back to HIF here. Yeah, I think we'll start producing bone collectors. Torfindel. Now in Torfindel, it might actually be nice to start producing some extra units to help us out. Ooh, we could actually get Yetis produced. That'd be kind of cool. Because we have this Hall of the Forefathers here to help us out. We'll do a Firestorm Pillar, maybe. Let's actually go back to HIF and cancel that. Oh, actually, that's not going to help us. One of these cities where I was producing a structure here. Oh, how about the one where I was producing the laboratory? We'll cancel that. We'll go back. And we'll do the Firestorm Pillar. Just for some extra defense. Alright, now we're just going to do merchandise pretty much across the board here. Just for that extra gold. There we go. Obviously our income is kind of low at this point. There we go. Just taking care of business. We're going to tell Bahir and his stack to just chill out. This flying unit, if I remember correctly, right, I was sending them over to help to reinforce this flying stack. So we'll do that. So now we've actually got enough. So with these two flyers, this stack will be basically complete, which is good. Oh, and I almost forgot we have this little unit here as well. Let's see. With this stack here, I think we're just going to basically come over to try and help out. So we're just going to do that. This army now can keep clearing stuff. So we will do this. Auto combat that away. We did get a warg out of this, so I think we'll take that. Just to help this stack a little bit. There we go. And we'll keep these guys moving in. We'll grab that, and we'll move here. And now, I fully expect that the warg may end up dying in some of these battles, and that's totally okay. There we go. We're just going to kind of keep this stack moving across here. Let's see what's in this foundry. You know what? Let's just auto-combat this. Okay, we lost the flyer. Not the end of the world. But look at these items that we got. Whew! Essence of Garlic. That's a really good one. Gives us basically like we become almost like a dragon if we give it to a hero. And this Trident is pretty good. Getting a First Strike and Polearm. We'll take that reward and we'll send these both to our new hero, Odrin. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. We've now got ourselves another flyer who we're basically going to send in to maybe reinforce Dwemis' stack there. Why not? So underground, we've still got a ball here. We've got some production resources to acquire, so let's do that. I think we'll just auto-combat that battle. No worries there. Nice, okay, and we got an upgrade. So we could actually get our Revenant Titans, sure. We'll take that. Not that I'm going to necessarily need to build them, but I now have the capability to if I'm so inclined. That's pretty cool. And they would end up with lifesteal thanks to Embraced by Darkness, which is pretty sweet. And I think what I'm going to do with this stack here, and we did get another little unit which I can use as a scout. With this stack, we're going to just head over this way. I think it's going to be the plan. Go down there and see what we end up finding. Oh, I forgot we were going to go grab that city. Oh well. Not that big a deal. Again, we're getting a little fast and loose with kind of how we're doing this. Mainly because... Ooh, let's take a peek here. How strong is this? King Shock Serpent, Mature Shock Serpent. Yeah, I mean, we could probably win this battle. We have a pretty good shot at winning it, I would say. Although there is this Prismatic Spire happening. I don't think it's worth the risk, though. I think we're just going to keep progressing. We'll auto-combat the city battle. Win that, no problem. Got another little scout for us. That's perfect. And we'll just keep on moving. We can even use this as a city guard. We'll keep moving this little guy over too as well. There we go. And another Ghoul Draconian city. Why not? And Wazul could still move. I think we're actually going to move him back one. Run away a little bit from that. Again, I shouldn't have maybe moved Wazul up quite that far. That was a bit of a mistake on my part, that's for sure. This unit is moving in to reinforce those guys. Firak himself here, we still have some battles to do with Firak. Alright, I tell you what, I think this will be the last battle of the episode, so we'll do this one manually. We're going to raid this Sphinx Temple here with Firak and his stack. Okay, we've got a couple of units that might be really nice to Ghoul Curse. So the Tigran Sphinx and the Watcher in particular are the ones that I'd be after for this. Alright, so now with our Draconian Elder, I think we're going to drop it on our flyer here, Draconian Ancestry, to give them a little bit of a boost. So obviously our Dragon is probably going to be our prime unit for this battle in terms of dishing out the punishment and taking some of the hits. So we'll do that. Do some damage there. Bring our flyer in for a little bit of reserve. And it would be great to get some extra health on those flyers so they're a little bit more usable in battle here. Now let's see what they do. So they're going to jump in and pounce on us, hit us with some fire damage, doom gaze us. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so we want to kill off these Dire Panthers if at all possible, so we'll get rid of them. And now Firak has a lot of different kind of options for things he can do. Guardian Flame is a nice little boost for a unit that you put that on. I think maybe we will... Let's see, we've got a 30% chance on that Sphinx. Not super high. So, let's see. How about on the Watcher? 24% chance. Again, not super great. We can kill off the Sphinx, though, so maybe we'll do that. There we go. And then, yeah, let's go kill off these Mystics. Firak, we can do some pretty good damage to that Watcher. Of course, we got a line of sight penalty there. Not that that's a huge problem for us. So yeah, that's... Okay, so Arcane Arrows is the last of his usable things. I think we'll just do that. So he is immolated. That's going to improve our odds a little bit. 26% instead of 24. Not a huge difference, but hey, let's try it. Oh, immune. Again, kind of figured that would happen, but... We didn't have a very good shot, but it was worth trying. Okay. So now we can just proceed to basically wipe out all the Mystics on the edge. And, oh, and we should drop a heal if we haven't already with our healing units. Yeah, our Elders could do a little bit of healing here. We'll do a little bit on our Flyers. There we go. And then we can wipe out these mystics. There we go. Alright, nicely done. Ooh, a King Griffin egg. And look at all that extra knowledge. We will take that for sure. That dropped this by a full turn and then some. That's pretty cool. We'll take this egg. We're not going to probably get to enjoy it, but that is still pretty sweet. Alright, so that actually does it for this turn. So I think I'm going to call this an episode right there. So we will save the game here. So we got a lot accomplished in that episode. So Odrin obviously surrendered to us, meaning that we've really just got one remaining opponent, and that's Oscar Van Helden, the human rogue, who we've now finally encountered some of his units as he's kind of right on the doorstep. Once again, that's episode 25. He's right on the doorstep here of Torfindel, as you can see his stacks here. And, you know, this, again, I really do have a quite sizable advantage over him just due to the amount of cities and units I have. But you never know. He could still put up a pretty good fight. And the last couple episodes, I can't take my foot off the gas, as I always talk about. I can't get sloppy, as I've, you know, even with Wazul moving him in the way I did. I have to be careful. I don't want to lose anybody or do anything stupid and kind of drag this out, or give Oscar a chance to kind of get stronger and make my life more difficult. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.